People outside. I don't know if to close the windows or not because it's so hot. I'm gonna have to leave the windows open. Please bear with me with any background noise. I need to sneeze. Hi, welcome to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome. As you can tell by the thumbnail and the title of this video, I thought that I would do an updated version of me having my braces off and basically just my whole experience with having braces in the first place. Should I move the camera a little bit further down? I feel like I'm really small. Yeah, I have done a video on this before, so it will be popping up now if you do want to click on that link, and you can watch that to see some other topics that I touch on and just my experience with wearing braces. There will be some timestamps on this video, so if there's a certain topic that you do want to listen to and hear about, go to that little timestamp there. If not, and you want to watch the whole video, I hope you enjoy it. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Let me know in the comments down below any other questions that I haven't touched on that you do want to hear about. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe down below, or you can click this little button in the corner here so that you can see more content in the future. And I'm really close to 600, so it'll mean a lot to me. Right, I'm gonna get comfy. I still look, okay, I don't know, whatever. Let's just go. I feel like that's a little bit better. So we're gonna start off with the first topic, which is why I got braces in the first place. Now everyone's experience is gonna be different to mine, because obviously the circumstance of why you're getting braces might be completely different to mine as well. But the reason why I got braces is because I had a small overlap on my front teeth here, and some of the other teeth around here were also overlapping. I actually had an underbite, I think it was called, when you bite down like this. The bottom teeth were really far back, so my jaw wasn't actually properly aligned. So I decided to get braces. I would say if you are planning to get braces, get them as soon as you can. Don't wait until you're older. Wish I got them a lot sooner, like when I was a lot younger. I got mine around the age of 18, so yeah. I actually had to get teeth removed. Wasn't a fun experience because I do not like needles. 2 teeth that were back here removed because I basically had too many teeth. They had to put a needle inside my mouth, and it felt like it was in my brain. They removed the teeth and I had to wait for a while for that to heal. Wasn't fun, but we're here today, so you know, it's okay. Okay, the pain of fitting them. I don't remember feeling any pain when it came to them being placed onto my teeth. It is more uncomfortable than painful when you do get them fitted. It was absolutely fine when I got them fitted, it's just what comes afterwards isn't really the fun part. Then it comes to tightening the braces. This did hurt. This hurt sometimes more than other times. Some days it would be okay and bearable, and then sometimes, I don't know why that happened, but some days it would be so painful. I just had to take a few painkillers. I'd sometimes get headaches from it just because the pain is all kind of in this area, and I would have to get them tightened every 6 weeks. Again, that's going to be different for everyone else who's getting braces. Then when I got close to nearly finishing my braces, like the time of it being, I think I had them on for about 1.5 years, I then actually got to choose to wear a different coloured wire. Sometimes people can get scared of having braces, so this is just kind of a little bit more fun. Yeah, I chose the colour pink. If I could go back, I'd choose baby blue if they had that, because baby blue is my favourite. But I chose the colour pink. I think you can get clear ones as well, so they're not that visible. Around the same time I did get to change the colour of my brace, I then had to put bands in. They were like literally like this big. They were tiny. Clip onto the top. I'm not good with like terminology of teeth, so, but they had to clear off on the top and then the bottom. So basically it just kind of clamped it all together more, sped up the process, I'm guessing, of me tightening my teeth. It's not a bad thing wearing braces, but I'll get into it when I talk about the difficulties of wearing braces. They do come in play. And I got a little packet and it had like hundreds of bands in, and every day I would remove them. When it came to treating my braces, it's really much just cleaning your teeth. It's just, you do have to be very gentle. If you're too like abrasive, then you can actually like snap the wire. Pretty much pretty much it when it came to treatment of the actual brace. Now we're getting on to the fun part, which is the removal of the braces and the aftermath and basically the difficulties. So once I actually got them removed, I did do a vlog, and you can click up here and have a little look on that, of where you can watch me getting them removed for the first time. They literally just clipped it and it all came off. So quick. It's so nice actually getting to run your tongue around your teeth when you haven't been able to do that, and all you can feel is like the brace. I do remember getting a few ulcers though after having them removed, just because they then have to like make sure they drill out all the glue. The process of getting them off was like so quick. But when it came to aftercare, I was not prepared for this. I didn't know that I had to wear a retainer. When you're getting your retainer fitted, it's actually quite funny because they have to put this like waxy mould consistency.
So sorry.
Did you bring me my lunch?
I brought you your lunch.
Yum yum.
Some of that's yours.
Cheeky Subway. It was like a waxy kind of consistency. They then put it in my mouth, and I then had to close my mouth, and when they took it out, it's the weirdest feeling ever. It literally feels like my teeth are being pulled out of my mouth. They weren't, obviously. They left it in there for long, who knows, but that process was the weirdest feeling ever, of like them pulling that out, and oh, it's just so weird. And I didn't know that you have to keep your retainer in basically for your entire life. The dentist said, okay, here's your retainer, you have to basically wear this for the rest of your life, every morning, every night, to make sure your teeth don't go back to how they were. I didn't know how to do that. I should have known, because you know that's what the brain should have told me, but it didn't. This is where difficulties now start. With keeping your retainer clean, it's so easy. They come in a little box, and you can put it in with like salt water, or you can literally just brush them just like you would with your teeth. However, if you are a grinder like me, I grind my teeth. When I had my braces in, and during that time, I used to grind my teeth a lot. Wearing the retainer to bed, I would wake up, and because I've grinded my teeth during the evening, it would wear away the retainer, and it cost a little bit of money to get new retainers fitted in. Probably gonna have to do that in the future. I don't have my retainers anymore. So it did suggest that I should get a mouth guard. Didn't do that, should have done that. Do that. My retainers basically snapped and I don't have them anymore. But yeah, that was basically the major thing of the aftermath. Now when it comes to difficulties of the entire process of having braces, there weren't that many that were like that dramatic, but there were a few. It's only me getting braces. There was one that I touched on in a video previously where a wire actually snapped in my mouth. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. But you can't have certain foods just because there is a small wire in your mouth, and basically if you have hard type foods, they are going to snap that wire. Didn't listen to that. Like hard breads, and that's how my wire snapped. I had a French bread and it snapped my wire. So it was like that, and it just went like that. So it was rubbing against my gum every time I spoke. It was so painful, and I had just gone and got my braces tightened, so it wasn't like I was a week and then I was going to go and get a checkup anyway. I was just at the start, so I had 6 weeks until I was going to go and get my braces tightened again. I ended up having like ulcers because of it, and it was just so sore. Literally felt so nice when I went in for my emergency appointment and they cut that and replaced it. I was like, oh my god. That was the only thing when it come to foods that I couldn't have, and because obviously my wire snapping. Now when it came to me wearing the bands that I was talking about earlier, the only difficulty with that is that you can't open your mouth. If you open your mouth quite wide or really just like sharply, they literally would go and they would pop out. That happened a few times when I was talking, and it'd be quite embarrassing that it just flinged in someone's face. But they weren't like a pain to do. The last like thing to touch on with difficulty is speech with braces. When I look back at my videos, I was like, no, it doesn't. When I look back my videos now, I can hear slightly a different change in my speech and in my singing videos where I was wearing braces. I think it did slightly, but it was nothing too like dramatic or like a big change. So it might change your speech, it might not. For me, it was like this little smidge of it changing the way that I spoke and also the way that I sang. Now when it comes to treating my teeth now, I use 3 major things just to make sure that I keep them whitened. I use this one here, which is from Lush. It's Boom, and it's got activated charcoal inside, so it really does help with teeth whitening as well and get rid of plaque and bacteria. They're also really good if you do want to go traveling, because obviously you're not have to worry about the liquid, and they're just little tablets. You just put one in, bite down on it, and then you brush your teeth and you're done. I also do have these here. These are the toothpaste that I'm using at the moment. It's the Oral-B. I do have quite sensitive teeth and gums, so I did want to find something that would help with whitening but wouldn't also irritate my gums and be too abrasive. So we've got the Oral-B 3D whitening therapy in whitening sensitive, which is this one here, so really good for sensitivity. And then we've also got the enamel care one, which again is really good for teeth whitening. Also flossing, very rare that I do. I should floss more, but yeah, flossing, I guess that's not really something I do, but I should. But yeah, that is basically everything that I wanted to touch on this video. I hope it does help if you are planning to get braces in the future. And like I said, please leave any comments down below if I didn't touch on anything. I'm gonna enjoy my lunch now that was here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're staying safe, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!